Hey, it's that fall time of year. Pears are in season. I'm going to make my ghost pepper pear hot sauce. For the ingredients, we got pears, ghost peppers, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar right here. And then for our dried spices, we've got cardamom, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, salt, and pepper. And we're going to use a little vanilla. I'm going to put the exact measurements in the description box down below. To get this going, I'm going to put this cup of apple cider vinegar down in here. All right. We've got 6 ghost peppers that we've just coarsely chopped up. Remove the seeds. Wrong. For those of you who think the seeds are hot, wrong. Look it up. There's no heat in the seeds. I remove the seeds because when it blends up, it's kind of hard to blend them up, and it just doesn't look that good in the final product. If you don't mind the way it looks, leave the seeds in it, okay? And what I've got here, these are Boss pears. These are the ones Tammy likes, so I'm using the Boss pears. I believe there's 7 of them here. She just cut them up coarsely. Hope they'll all fit in there, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the lime juice in. You can put it in later. You can put it in now. It's totally up to you. You don't need to put the dry seasonings in yet. Okay, I can never get this thing working right. It takes a scientist to do it. Let's see. What do you know? All right, so you just want this blended up pretty good, right? Because you want those peppers to get real fine. If there's big chunks of them, then you know your hot sauce is going to be all lumpy. So I want it to be a pretty smooth texture. I probably let this go for, I don't know, 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Yeah, I've got this pan on medium heat, all right? What we're going to do now is, whew, man, I can smell the peppers. Oops. We're going to pour that pepper, apple juice, and lime juice blend in there. Whew, my gosh, these are some hot peppers. I hope you guys watch that video where I told Tammy it was a Vitali. You shouldn't really do that. Now we're going to put our dry spices in here, all right? And then we've got our vanilla. All we want to do for this, not a lot. You know, as you know, pure vanilla extract is pretty strong. We want 2 caps. That's it. Okay. And what we're going to do is heat this sauce up a minimum 10 minutes. We're going to bring it up to a simmer. And then we're going to start tasting it, right? We may need to add a little bit more apple cider vinegar. We may need to add, who knows, lime juice. I don't know. Every time I've made this, the description box below, I have the ingredients that I always start with. And then I always sample taste it, you know, as I go along to see if it needs to add anything. But I tell you what, you won't go wrong by just using the ingredients exactly as they are in the description box. So anyway, let's get this heated up, bring it up to a little boil, and then simmer it. I wait for this every year in the fall, right? I only do this with fresh pears when the pears get ripe. My peppers, you know, I just picked them last week. I'm down to 1 plant. We had a big frost last year. It wiped out all my 6-foot plants. And I had this one that just popped up in a pot that I didn't even have peppers in. It's been about 6-ish minutes. You can see we got a good simmer going here. It's like the color of grapefruit, right? It's a little bit thick. I don't think there was as much liquid in those pears. I mean, you can see, you know, it's fine if that's what you want. I want to thin it down a little bit. Just to give it a taste. Ooh, yummy. Ooh, yummy. All right. So, at this juncture, if you wanted to thin it down like I'm getting ready to do, you could add some water. I wouldn't add more apple cider vinegar. The flavor of the cider vinegar is perfect, so I'm afraid you might make it too much. You could add some water. You could add vodka, which is neutral, and it'll help intensify the flavors. But I think I'm going to do this a little different today. I'm going to add some rum, because rum, when you're cooking, makes everything better. I got some of this Plantation Barbados rum. I'm going to thin this down. It's going to give it a great flavor, I think. We're going to add about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. And we're going to continue simmering it. So the alcohol portion of this rum is going to cook off. You know, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm telling you, I mean, if you've ever had a rum cake or a rum barbecue sauce or rum glaze are awesome. You can already see, I hope you can see anyway, it's thinned down a little bit. And that's just, I mean, I don't like my hot sauce real thin, but I don't like it, you know, so thick I can't get it out of the bottle. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to let it go another 5 minutes or so, and we'll taste it and see if we need to add anything else to it. It's been another 5 minutes. I just tasted this. It's still missing something, and I think what it's missing is a little bit of sweet. You know, your pears can vary from year to year how sweet they are. So I'm going to put in about, this is about 1/4 of a cup, I don't know. I'd say it's closer to 2 tablespoons of honey. Just a sweetener to it. It's got the nice tart flavor from the lime and the apple cider vinegar. These pears just aren't as sweet as some of the ones that I've had in the past. Okay, so I'm hoping this honey balance that out. Let's give this a taste again. Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, it's hot too. I mean spicy. Ooh. Perfect. Perfect. The sweetener, this is what we're going with. I'm going to let it go another, I don't know, at least 5 minutes, maybe closer to 10. Continue to let all those flavors marry, and then we'll bring Tammy out here and we'll do a taste test. I have decided, just based on the color, I don't know if you can see this color. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's almost like a color of grapefruit, right? And I want to darken a little bit. So what we're going to do is put in just a little paprika. That's probably half a teaspoon, okay? Just to kind of darken the color up. It's already giving it a little bit darker red flavor, I should say. I shouldn't say flavor, I should say color. Look at that. I'm going to add just a little bit more. So I think before it's all over, and I'm going to put the final ingredients below. We got 1 teaspoon of paprika. Yeah, it's becoming more orange. All you people are used to orange hot sauces, right? I say you people. All of us'ns are used to orange. Still going to be a little bit light, but I don't want to change the flavor profile too much. Although every time I add something, it gets better. We're going to go with that teaspoon of paprika. Let it fly with that. All right, so I've got Tammy back out. She's going to help me taste this hot sauce. She's never had my pear hot sauce recipe before. Hope you can see this in the camera. This is going to be a little bit thicker hot sauce. If you want to thin it down more, what are they going to need to put in it if they want it real thin, like a Tabasco kind of consistency?
They're probably going to need to use more water, I would think.
Water, yeah. And then you're going to have to adjust for the seasonings, but we kind of like the thicker hot sauces. Total simmer time was about 25, 30 minutes. And then I let it cool down for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I mean, you want it to be cool, right? You don't want to pour hot sauce into a glass like I've got here. Okay? So I don't know how much you want. Are we going to take a teaspoon each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so there's your teaspoon.
Okay.
Here's my teaspoon. Now look, this is not going to be scorching, right? We use 6 ghost peppers.
Although those are really hot ghost peppers.
They are, but it's not going to be scorching. You'd have to use, twice that to get it like super, super hot. But, I'm expecting 3-ish. Just guessing. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Tastes citrusy, doesn't it?
It's hotter than a 3.
It's hotter than a 3? I get the pear. I get the vanilla.
It's really good.
You like it?
I do, but it is hotter than a 3. Those ghost peppers are really hot.
What would you say it is, a 5?
Yeah, it's probably a 5.
I said I was guessing, and I kind of tasted just little bits throughout.
Yeah.
Probably is a 5.
Yeah, it's probably 5.
If 5's too hot for you, cut the ghost peppers in half.
Well,
if 5's not hot, double it up.
Those ghost peppers are like extremely hot from your little tree. I don't think they're real. I think they're like more.
Mutant is what you called it in the video.
They're not.
You guys have to watch
normal.
this video where she eats half of one. It's hilarious.
They're not normal. I mean, I can eat ghost peppers. They're not They're extremely hot, so I don't think they're normal.
So what flavors do you get other than the pear and the ghost?
It's really sweet, but you can taste.
It's really what?
It's sweet, but you can taste.
I added honey. I thought it was.
Oh, that's what it is.
I added honey
That
because
jalapeno honey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
okay.
you're not going to get the jalapeno. But I added honey because I thought it was like too tart, so I wanted to balance it off.
That's why I taste that honey.
You'll have to just taste it if you're going to make this recipe. Sometimes the pears are sweeter. These weren't real sweet pears, and that's why I added the honey.
Yeah, I can taste that.
But I kind of like the spice. Whoa, went down the wrong pipe.
I told you those ghost peppers are hot. They're not normal. They're like.
So
I think he crossbred them with the Carolina Reapers.
well, hey, it could have happened all on its own. They were all growing side by side. Anyway, I make this every fall, or I try to make it every fall when you have fresh pears. I love it. What would you eat this on?
I mean, I could put it on anything, but I think it needs to go with pork.
Definitely. You could actually turn this into a glaze on a pork loin or a pork tenderloin, even pork chops. But me, I would put this on pizza even.
Yeah.
I could see you thinning it out with some maple syrup maybe and using it on chicken.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right? I mean, when you make these hot sauces, you don't have to just eat it like a traditional, hot sauce, a few drops in your chili or whatever. You can mix stuff with it and make glazes for it, and it'll go a long way. This ended up making, what is that? That's probably 8-ounce jar. That's a 8-ounce jar, right? And I think this is 8. 8, 16, 24 ounces. I got a little bit here, and I spilled that much pouring it.
Can you feel it in your throat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. It's nice. I'm telling you, they're not normal ghost peppers.
I'd say it made close to 30 ounces probably before it was all said and done. I'm just estimating. Hey, thanks for watching another one of our videos. Tammy said it's a 5.
It's a 5 with a kick.
If you're not subscribed already, I hope you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll be notified of all of our new videos.